My name is Rachel Hayes. I'm 42 years old, and I learned the hard way that silence can be louder than screaming. My daughter Mia is 17. She's my stepdaughter, but I raised her since she was 5. School lunches, fever nights, college dreams, all of it. To me, she's just my child. To my family of Broken Bar she was always almost family. They never said it directly. They didn't have to. It was in the pauses. The way conversations stopped when Mia entered the room. The way plans were made around her, never with her. Still, I stayed quiet. I thought love meant endurance. Then came my cousin Olivia's wedding. Luxury venue. No expense spared. Everyone was invited. Everyone in a Broken Bar except Mia. The invitation arrived with a polite little note attached. Due to family-only seating limitations, some guests will not be included. No age rule. No explanation. Just exclusion wrapped in pretty words. Mia saw the envelope on the counter and smiled. Is that the wedding invite? I nodded. Do you want me to help you pick a dress? She asked. I felt my chest tighten. That night, I told her the truth. She didn't cry. She didn't argue. She just said, "Oh. Okay." I figured. That sentence broke something inside me. Because she figured it, meaning this wasn't new. This was familiar. She went to her room and quietly closed the door. I sat alone in the kitchen realizing something terrifying. My silence had taught her what to expect. I didn't call anyone. I didn't demand answers. I simply RSVP'd number. The backlash was immediate. You're being dramatic. She's not blood, Rachel. You're ruining a once-in-a-lifetime event. Blood. That word again. I didn't reply. The wedding went on without us. Photos flooded social media, smiling faces, champagne, family captions. Someone even commented, "Wish everyone could have been here." Mia saw it. She didn't say anything. She just turned her phone face down. A week later, my aunt called. So Broken Bar, are you still hosting the summer lake weekend? Every year, my husband and I paid for that trip. Cabins. Food. Boats. Everything. I paused. No, I said calmly. We're not doing it this year. Silence. Then confusion. Then anger. What do you mean not doing it? I meant exactly what I said. One by one, the privileges disappeared. No more trips. No more hosting holidays. No more emotional labor. I didn't announce it. I didn't explain. I just stopped. And suddenly they noticed. Not Mia. Me. That's when I realized something important. They didn't miss my daughter. They missed what I provided. Then came the message that changed everything. From Olivia, the bride herself. You're punishing everyone because of one small misunderstanding. If Mia feels hurt, that's unfortunate, but you're taking this too far. Too far. That night, Mia asked me something I'll never forget. Is it okay a Broken Bar if I stop trying with them? I looked at her and understood. This wasn't about revenge. This was about teaching her one thing. That love doesn't require permission. I said, you never had to try. You were always enough. The next morning, I blocked 3 numbers. And for the first time in years a Broken Bar, our house felt peaceful. Blocking 3 numbers didn't bring chaos. It brought clarity. For the first time in years, my phone stayed quiet. No favors. No "can you handle this?" No subtle reminders of what I owed the family. Mia noticed it too. You okay, Mom? She asked one morning while pouring cereal. I smiled. I think I finally am. 2 weeks later, my uncle called from an unknown number. Rachel, this is getting ridiculous. I almost laughed at how fast the tone changed. Not "Are you okay?" Not "We're sorry about Mia." Just irritation. Apparently, my absence had created problems. The annual lake weekend was cancelled. No free vacation. No luxury photos for social media. My aunt had to explain why. And she didn't like the explanation. "You embarrassed us," she snapped. "People are asking questions." Good. Let them ask. Then came the twist I didn't expect. Mia's school counselor emailed me. She'd been nominated for a National Youth Leadership Program A1 that required a short family history statement. Mia hesitated before submitting it. She showed me her draft. It wasn't angry. It wasn't bitter. It simply said, "I learned resilience by watching my mother protect me when others chose convenience over kindness." I swallowed hard. The program contacted our family for confirmation. And somehow a broken bar that email reached everyone. Suddenly, relatives who hadn't spoken to Mia in years were tagging her online. "So proud of our girl. Family means everything." The hypocrisy was breathtaking. Then Olivia showed up at my door. Unannounced. She looked smaller than I remembered. Less confident. Less polished. "We need to talk," she said. I didn't invite her in. She tried to smile. "This has gone too far, Rachel. People think we're monsters." I stayed calm. "You excluded a child," I said. "And expected the mother to stay generous. That wasn't the intention. Impact matters more than intention." She crossed her arms. "So what do you want? An apology post? A redo dinner?" There it was. Damage control. I shook my head. "I don't want anything." That scared her. "If you don't want anything, a broken bar, why are you doing this?" I leaned closer, voice steady. "Because my daughter is watching." Her face changed. She finally understood. This wasn't about her wedding. This wasn't about money or events. This was about who holds value. A week later, my aunt called crying. The family group chat had exploded. Arguments. Blame. Sides. And then someone shared screenshots. Old messages. Jokes about Mia. Comments about real family. Things they thought no one would ever see. The family fractured overnight. Mia never read them. I didn't let her. She didn't need proof. She already knew how it felt. The leadership program accepted her. Full scholarship. Out-of-state opportunities. When the letter arrived, she stared at it quietly. "They picked me," she whispered. I hugged her tight. "Yes," I said. "Because you deserve to be chosen." That night, I posted one photo. Just one. Me and Mia. Smiling. Peaceful. Caption. "Protect who matters. The rest will reveal themselves." I didn't tag anyone. I didn't need to. The message landed exactly where it needed to. And the family? They were finally silent. Winter had settled in. Snow dusted the driveway. The house felt lighter than it had in decades. Mia laughed in the living room, building a fort with blankets. I watched from the kitchen doorway, tea in hand. For the first time in years, I felt untouchable. Not because I had power over anyone else, a broken bar, but because I had power over my own boundaries. Then the phone rang. It was Haley. I didn't answer. The text came next. "Moma, broken bar, I know I messed up. Can we talk?" I read it. I deleted it. I wasn't ready. Not yet. 2 days later, a car pulled up. Travis. Tasha. They looked like they'd been swallowed by regret. I opened the door. "Come in," I said, voice calm, even. Inside, the tension was almost physical. Travis tried to joke. Tasha tried to charm. I ignored both. Finally, I spoke. "You've taken what wasn't yours." You've treated my generosity like entitlement. And now, you're here because reality is uncomfortable." Travis opened his mouth. I held up my hand. "Stop. I'm not here to argue. I'm here to show you what it feels like to be excluded." Tasha paled. Travis fidgeted. I poured tea for Mia and me. They weren't invited. They didn't touch the cups. They sat stiffly in the dining chairs. Then I dropped the bomb. All access revoked. Credit cards frozen. The house rules changed. You're welcome to visit it if you respect my rules. Otherwise, broken bar, you stay outside. The silence was deafening. Not a single word. Not even a sorry muttered under breath. Then I turned to Mia. "Do you want to show them?" I asked. She walked to the living room. Opened her laptop. Pulled up a digital scrapbook she had been building, moments, birthdays, drawings, achievements, all the love and care she had poured into this family without being seen. She clicked a share. Screenshots. Messages. Photos. Every time she had been dismissed. Every time they had ignored her. Travis's jaw dropped. Tasha's eyes widened. The screen shone with proof, but not revenge. It was truth. "You see?" I said softly. "This isn't drama. This isn't pettiness. This is consequence. This is what happens when you take someone's generosity for granted." They swallowed hard. Finally, the words came out. "We broken bar didn't realize a broken bar." I interrupted. "Yes. You didn't. And now you do." That night, the house was quiet. But not empty. Not lonely. For the first time, our family felt whole. Not because anyone else apologized. Not because anyone acknowledged the past. But because Mia and I stood together. Together, unshaken. Undiminished. Unapologetic. Months passed. The snow melted. Mia flourished. School, friends, art competitions, she thrived without needing approval from those who never saw her. And one afternoon, I realized something I hadn't before. The real victory wasn't about punishing my family. It wasn't about revenge. It was about teaching Mia the value of boundaries, and showing her that love doesn't mean you surrender your peace. We started volunteering at the local library. Mia read to children younger than her. I helped adults learn to read. We built a circle of friends who saw us, who valued us, without strings, without debt, without judgment. And sometimes, when I glanced at the phone, I realized no one had called in months. No demands. No guilt trips. Just quiet, earned respect. Mia hugged me one evening as the sun set. "Mama, broken bar, I think I finally get it. We don't have to be liked by everyone. We just have to be enough for each other." I kissed the top of her head. "Yes," I whispered. "And that's enough." That night, I poured a glass of wine. Sat by the fireplace. And for the first time in my life, I felt untouchable, whole, and free.